and justice for all.
Recognitions and presentations. Just a reminder that anyone from the audience who would like to address the board may do so when the agenda item they want to address is being discussed. As you approach the podium, you will need to sign in on the sheet provided at the media table. And as you approach the podium also, please provide your name, and if you have printed correspondence you want to share with the board, please leave those items at the media table with Mr. Satnin, and he will share those items with the board at the conclusion of the meeting. Remarks will be limited to 3 minutes and 1 appearance. Questions directed to the board may not always be answered immediately. All questions will be responded to by an appropriate person as soon as possible. Persons who wish to suggest items for the agenda should contact the superintendent. And I don't see anyone from the Sedalia School District Foundation, NEA, SCEA, and I see Colonel Sellinger, and we do have a honor to give one of our students, so if you'd want to come on up and
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for making time for this presentation. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Austin Fiorino was selected to receive the Legion of Valor Bronze Cross Award for scholastic achievement from 3rd Brigade, U.S. Army Cadet Command, and was one out of 25 Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps cadets across the nation to receive this prominent award out of almost 500,000 in the nation. The Legion of Valor Award is voted on annually by a group of Medal of Honor winners to recognize excellence in military and academic subjects. Cadet Fiorino received this award as a result of her self-drive, stellar academic performance, and exceptional leadership ability. She has a weighted GPA of 4.049 and is currently ranked 31st in her class of 316. As a cadet, she joined the program as a freshman and has performed exceptionally well as a member of the unarmed drill team for 3 years, where she led her team to a national championship 2 years ago. In addition, she was selected above her peers to serve as a battalion commander of the Tiger Battalion with almost 220 cadets. As part of her selfless service, she's accumulated over 400 hours of community service. She's also the captain of the Smith Cotton dance team and was instrumental in establishing the JRTC Tiger Tots 5th grade program. Cadet Fiorino plans on attending the University of Kansas City and beginning a career in pediatrics.
wow.
Thank you for taking time to honor her this evening.
I believe she runs a pretty tight ship too, from the Veterans Day. Yeah, she was the speaker. She was the MC for that thing. Good.
Give her one more round of applause.
I will now ask for a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Consent agenda items 4.1 to 4.7. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Payment of bills, 4.8 with Mr. Groupie abstaining. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 4.9, payment of bills with Ms. Moon abstaining. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Payment of bills with Mr. Kempton abstaining. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And moving on to decisions under unfinished business. Mr. Pyle, the facility improvement project at the junior high in Horseman.
Yes. Our Board of Education provided permission at previous meetings for us to pursue a window replacement project at both of those buildings, Smith Cotton Junior High School and Horseman Elementary. The scope of work will include full window replacement at both schools with work scheduled during the summer of 2026. I'm seeking Board of Education approval to seek bids for this project officially, and anticipated out to bid date would be the first week of December. We don't have a set date yet, but that's what the goal is.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Pyle?
The Smith Cotton Junior High, the windows, are they going to be the full replacement? So they'll show a little bit of gap between the, do they still have the lowered ceilings in there?
Yes.
So there will be it'll just like today, but it's going to be a full window replacement.
It will be, yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Move its approval.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All not in favor say nay. Moving on to items under decision. Dr. Fraley, the board candidate filing.
Yeah, just a formality that the board needs to approve. District is required to publish in a newspaper of general circulation in the district prior to the first day of filing. The law does not specify how much prior to the first day, which is December 9th of 2025. We will publish in the Sedalia Democrat on Friday, December 5th, 2025, as required by law. Dates to remember: filing begins at 12/9/2025, and filing will end 12/30/2025. Election day this coming year will be April 7th, 2026.
Any questions for Dr. Fraley?
Move its approval.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All not in favor say nay. Ms. Brownfield and Ms. Gilmore for the literacy plan.
So in front of you, you have our district comprehensive literacy plan. This brings together all of our current practices and procedures, instructional approaches into one comprehensive document, so things that you've already have seen before. It also outlines systems that we have in place to support our students across the district. So again, we are just asking for board approval of our comprehensive literacy plan.
Are there any questions from the board? Do I have a motion to approve the district's comprehensive literacy plan?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 All not in favor say nay. Thank you, ladies. And Mrs. Jackson, you have
Good
a
evening.
donation?
Yeah. I'm asking for approval for a donation in the amount of $616 from Dr. Stuart Braverman with Bothwell Surgical Services. This money is covering the cost of our second and third graders participating in a roller skating unit with our PE coach.
Fun.
Super fun.
Yeah. Any questions for Ms. Jackson? If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve this donation.
As long as this isn't in conjunction with the orthopedic services, I'll move its approval.
Dual conflict.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All not in favor say nay. Thank you. And Mr. Sherman, the Early Childhood Special Education in Title I.
Yes, you have in front of you your the program evaluation for the early childhood special education in Title I preschool. I just want to make note that last year was our largest number of students at the Loftus yet, with 316 students. This year we look to, right now we're already serving 285 students, and we'll probably my projection is we'll end up with about 320 students by the end of the year.
Are there any questions for Mr. Sherman?
How much of this is premised on federal funding?
Just our title program is
all right.
that. So that's, that incorporates 80 students right now.
So if we don't get any federal funding, how much of this is knocked out?
Dr. Fraley and I have visited, and we've got some other possible funding avenues that we can look at.
Okay.
One of the things we look at, Mr. Gardner and Ms. Gilmore here can express this as well, is that our title funding is pretty much a district-wide function. So those are allocated for the different buildings depending on their needs. So it's the whole, kind of a whole picture that we will look at to see how, what funds that we have and where we need to best place those funds.
My fear, the fear that I've been expressing the last few years that, what we're doing is depending on the federal government, unfortunately, is being played out. And I worry about that.
Well, it's my understanding that the poverty rate it is directly related to how much title funding we get. So the poverty rate, and it's designated by county. So the poverty rate of Pettis County has been declining, which is a good thing, but it affects the amount allocated from the federal government with the title program.
Okay, well,
Any other questions?
I'll move its approval.
Thank you, and I need a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 All not in favor say nay. And parents as teachers, Mr. Sherman?
With our Parents as Teachers program, we do serve all of the districts in the county, and you can see the numbers there. Our numbers for last year, again, went down as far as home visits. It's still very difficult to get into homes, but I feel like our early numbers so far this year, it looks like we might be turning the corner and those might be rising. So we're happy to see that, and I feel like I've got the right team in place for that. So.
Are there any questions on this to Mr. Sherman? No? I will ask.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
was a KIT bond program. We buried KIT this year. Is there any hope of expanding this program?
I am on the DESE PAT advisory committee, and that's not something that they're looking at right now. That would be a great thing. It's a absolutely wonderful program, and we need to be educating our parents. I see that more and more from my standpoint at the Loftus. So.
Is that one of the long-term goals at the Loftus Center? Thank you.
Thank you.
Any
I'll
other
move its approval.
questions? And I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All not in favor say nay. Thank you, Mr. Sherman. And Dr. Fraley, the Comprehensive School Improvement Plan, CSIP.
Yeah, you have a finalized version of the CSIP plan. This has been submitted to our state representative from DESE. She gave a little bit of feedback to Ms. Gilmore and Ms. Brownfield, and they made those adjustments as necessary. I want to take a moment to commend Ms. Brownfield and Ms. Gilmore. This is a workload that they do, and they've done it very, very well. They're very organized and articulate in creating the CSIP plan. And then articulating that to our building administrators for them to formulate their building school improvement plans, which is a BSIP. So I just want to give a shout out to those two individuals in the room for all their hard work and dedication.
Thank you. Any questions for Dr. Fraley on this?
Move its approval.
Thank you. And do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All not in favor say nay. And that is approved. Thank you. Items under discussion this evening is the Smith Cotton High School Student Resource Guide. Mr. Norton.
So before you, you have a copy of the resource guide as proposed with some of the changes. It does look like we have a lot of additions and deletions, but most of those changes this year are course title changes, not brand-new courses. To highlight a few, in the Social Studies Department, the last 50 years in history, we are just moving the title to Modern American History, as that will always evolve and change. In the Music, Vocal, and Instrumental Department, we have made some name changes back to some original changes with our new instructor in our vocal area, and we're also preparing to possibly have our instrumental teacher here more in the building, and so he has some other proposed classes that will allow him to work with students individually and in different groups of an audition band and possibly a second chance band that is now going to be called Band and Orchestra Essentials. On the second page, another one to point out is we have a course, it is not in the planning guide, but is community service. So if a student would like to use community service, they can earn up to 1/2 credit. We've evolved that to be a vision of a graduate service, so they can align it to one of our 6 vision of a graduate competencies instead of just community service. So they can tie that back, and that is on the student to bring that forward and visit with an administrator to look at earning that 1/2 credit.
Are
We
there any-
also, in
oh,
the
go ahead,
the
I'm
PE
sorry.
department, we are also adding in an officiating course to allow our students to work on getting certified through MISHA, to be ready to go and to get out into the field and hope we can have a new generation of officials out there for different sports.
We need it.
Do I have any questions at this time? Thank you.
Thank you. And this will be brought back at the next meeting?
Correct.
And Dr. Fraley, instrumental music.
Yes, the instrumental music department brought forth through via Mr. Norton to me a suggestion for to increase staff into that program. They provided some, this came from Mr. Fisher and his department. You can see some of the numbers that we currently have in place on the second page, and numbers that we predict to have from 24-25, and then this year's numbers, you can see a steady growth of that in total from 483 to 553. Currently at times we only have 2 band instructors with well over 100 students. Just from a supervision standpoint, that's problematic. Also included were some statistics on number of directors from different schools in our area, and then student per staff ratios. As you can see, that Smith Cotton High School pretty much has one of the higher student per staff ratios, and this is something that we want to talk about and consider. I'd like to talk more with Mr. Norton and Mr. Curry to look at the positions that we already have. Ideally, we would like to also potentially hire 2, one instrumental strings and one band. So potentially we would make that request, but we need to dive into our current positions, closed and vacant, see what may be repositioned to accomplish this. It's a good problem to have. We have so many kids in these programs. That's most excellent, but it does come with the need for more resources.
Sure. Are there any questions for Dr. Fraley?
I do have a question, Dr. Fraley. Here where we're comparing the ratio of other schools to ours, where we're talking about directors, are we talking about actual teachers in the classroom, or are we talking about supplemental staff such as color guard, percussion, things that they need only for marching band? Because
My understanding is it's everybody in
Okay.
that program. Is that correct, Mr. Norton?
I believe so. I don't think they're talking about all
Just-
teachers. They're talking
yeah.
about anybody who might be coming with the program themselves, but that program for
Yeah, like South Callaway has 7 directors. They wouldn't have 7 head directors. There's 7 people.
I would hope not.
Yeah, I
but-
hope not either.
But Okay, so, okay.
Any other questions? Okay, so this
Oh,
will be-
I'm sorry. So, to go back, where you have the benefits at the top of that page,
Which page?
page 2, no, the last page.
Yeah, 209.
Wherever, mine are numbered funky. That'll be a fun word to go out. So what you have just said does not match up with what these benefits actually are. So we're to take it from what you've said
Yeah,
rather
the
than what's on
original,
here.
this is the original submission that Mr. Fisher
Okay.
had provided to us. Since that time, we've had a team
Okay.
meeting with all instrumental music professionals, junior high and high school.
Okay.
This is just kind of a jumping off point, I felt, to bring to the board, to take the temperature of the board of how much they feel that the need for more resources in those departments are, orchestra and band.
Okay, okay.
And then those would, if we added a second orchestra or strings person, professional, then that person would be split like Mr. Melman is now with junior high and high school.
Okay.
Any other questions? And this will be brought back at a future meeting.
Correct.
As well. And moving on to information, Dr. Fraley, the quarterly building reports.
Yeah, you have those hyperlinks in your board packet for each of our buildings for quarter one. And hopefully you've had an opportunity to peruse some of that data. And if you have any questions, we have some administrators here that I'm sure would just be excited to answer those. I do have a couple that are not here this evening due to other commitments with their kiddos.
Any questions, concerns? Okay. Then I will ask for a motion to adjourn to closed executive session.
Move to adjourn the regular session meeting, and notice is hereby given that the Board of Education of the Sedalia School District Number 200, having duly voted to close its meeting as authorized by Section 610.021 RSMO subsection 1, legal actions, 2, purchase or sale of real estate, 3, hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting, 13, personnel records, 14, records which are protected, 18, public safety or law enforcement, and 19, security system and structural plans. By law of the Missouri statutes, will conduct a closed meeting immediately following adjournment of regular session meeting on November 17, 2025 at Smith Cotton High School.
And do I have a second?
Second.
And the roll call vote.
Dr. Barfagan?
Aye.
Mr. Gardner?
Aye.
Mr. Groupie?
Aye.
Mr. Kempton? Aye. Mrs. Moon?
Aye.
Ms. Nichols?
Aye.
Ms. Schrader's votes aye.
Thank you. Have a great Thanksgiving.